Hi Draw So Cuties, Winnie here. Today we're going to draw a LOL Merbaby inspired girl. So let's get started. To draw this cute girl, let's first start by drawing her eyes. So I'm going to come right here and draw a circle. And then come right across and draw another one. So come about this way, about right here, and draw another circle. Now that my circle's in, let's make them draw so cute eyes with two small circles inside for highlights and a curved line at the bottom and shade in the top. And lines at the bottom, and same thing over here. There, so that my eyes in, let's spruce them up. And so in this corner right here, we're going to draw some lashes. So put in about 3 of them. 2 and 3. Right here at the top, I'll come in here and thicken them up. So maybe like the center one is a little bit longer. And then towards the side right here, we're going to add some lashes as well. So maybe like 3 of them. 3 tiny ones. So same thing over here. Longer one, another one, and one more. And then 3 smaller ones on the side right here in the bottom. There. And then let's come above each eye and about right here. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a soft curve. Kind of straight. And same thing here. Right over the eye. Then from there, let's draw these luscious lips. So right in between the eyes, so say about right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a soft curve first, right in the center. So if you don't want to draw lips, you can just draw this curve for a smile. But if you want these lips, let's come up right here. And I'm just gonna draw one curve. And at the bottom, I'm gonna draw another curve. And then in the center, we're just going to add this kind of ovalish shape. So hopefully this makes it a little bit easier to draw the lips. There. Okay, hopefully that's not too small and you can see what's going on. I just figured this might be a little bit easier to draw the lips. Okay, so then from there, let's go ahead and frame her face. So we're going to come to the top of her eye really close to these lashes, and I'll just give myself a point. So same thing here. And I'm just going to draw this round bottom of a U. So go around her eye. And then I'm going to bring it down. Let's find her, the center of her lips, come down to say about right here. I'll give myself a point. I'm just kind of imagining how far low I want her face to go. And I'm going to bring this down and I'll try to give her more of a pointy chin. So about right here, I'm going to angle a little bit more to that point. There, and so same thing here. Come around and then try to angle a little bit more. And connect. There. Okay, so now that we have her face in, let's come back and we're just going to imagine this oval. So in the center, so say about right here, we'll draw a little point right here. So that's her center. And then we're going to go up for her hair. And then we're going to wobble a curve and come out. So same thing on this side. So her hairline parts in the center, we're just going to wobble, come down, and wobble out. And then in this space, whatever space you have left, we're just going to round it off. for her hairline. There. And so now let's come back in here and we're going to part her hair right up in the center. Let's say about right here, and we're going to go up on this side and up on this side. But before we do that, well, let's bring this down. Okay, we need to do this first. I'm going to bring this down, and in this area right here, because I'm using a Sharpie and I can't erase, if you're using a pencil at home, draw this strand first and then put in this little starfish, but I don't want to erase this starfish. So in this area right here, I'm just going to start about right here and just draw the starfish that's in this area. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 arms coming out, and then whatever space I have, I'm just going to come in here. Okay, so then now that I have that, let's come back and we're just going to wobble long strand out, and we're going to come up here and thicken up that strand. There. So that's why I had to draw this first, because this starfish overlaps her hair. So let's do the same thing on this side. Right here. Go out, and we're going to wobble down. But you know what? I better finish this a little bit later. I have to draw her body first before I get in trouble. So let's just come over here and finish this part up. So we're going to bring this down and just kind of tuck it in. Let's give it a little bit wobble. Right there. And you can draw more parting lines if you like at the top. Okay, so now let's go ahead and draw her body first before we finish all of that stuff over there. So let's come to the center, and we're going to give her a little neck. And then let's give her a shoulder. We're going to come out. And same thing here, come out. About right there. And so it's a little bit complicated with this drawing because this whole side right here is her hair, right? So let's bring this out as if we were drawing her shoulder. It would come down to here, and her hand is going to come down to here, her shoulder. But what we're going to do is we're just going to imagine, let's say like her armpit would be about right here and here. So I'm just going to give myself 2 points. And right here, I'm going to draw an angle line down, and here as well. There. So we know what we're working with right now for her body. And so now that we have that, let's draw a curve that goes up into the center, and another curve goes up for her bodice. And now we're going to just go ahead and cut it off right here. And then continue. So bring this down more for her waist. Come in, and then about right here, now that we have her waist, I'm just going to kind of curve it out for her hips. There. And so in this space right here, we're going to add a strand of beads. So I'll come right here, and I'll just draw a strand of beads that comes into this area. So it's going to come to right about here. And one more there, just for some details. And then let's see here. Let's come in here, and we're going to part this part right here. Draw a curve in, another curve in. Another line right here. And then we can part this to try to make it look like a seashell. So 2 curves inside, and same thing here. Okay, that's my fashion take on it. And then from there, in about this area, we're going to cut it off with a curve for the beginning of her skirt. So let's bring this down for her hips. Just think mermaid, right? So then we're just going to start to bring it in. And let's keep going. So we need to get a little bit thinner as we come down here. And about right here, we're going to get to our thinnest, and then we're going to start to flare it out. So about right there, we can go ahead and lengthen this down. So back and forth, there. And then let's go ahead and bring this down for her beautiful dress. Mermaid tail, right? Let's see here, keep going. It's all about the tail for this mermaid girl. Okay, so now that it's about right here, I'm going to stop and we're going to draw this ovalish shape around. A flat oval. So about right there, I'm going to go ahead. Imagine this coming through. And so about right here, just round it off for this ovalish shape, and then we're going to come about here and wobble our way across. So same thing over here. There for the bottom of her dress. So everything kind of pulls towards the bottom. There. Just fix anything, adjustments. Okay, so then from there we can even add some, it's not too harsh, I just want to add some lines here so you can give your skirt some texture. And let's see here. Then from there, let's draw the hand. So on this side, we will need to draw a hand that's coming to her hip, about right here. So I'm going to come right here where her armpit area is, and we're going to come down, and we're going to angle her hands down towards her hip, and angle out for her hand. And let's come here and thicken it all up. Elbow, and then bring it in. And then hand, so a little angle, and then a little finger. There. Okay, so now this side is, well, let's finish this side first. So I'm going to come right here. Now that we know how far we can bring this, I'm just going to wobble my way down for this beautiful strand of hair right here. And so then whatever space, we're going to finish this. And even add another strand right here if you like. And then this side, we're just going to add this huge braid. So we're going to cut it off so that we don't have to draw anything too complicated on this side. So let's come about right here. We're just going to draw one big curve to cut it off. So let's come back, bring this out a little bit more. I know it's a little bit complicated, but hopefully I'm going to help you today. So bring it in, and then maybe one more curve. And now we're going to create this big curve right here. So just using these two sides, we're going to create this little shape. So come towards the center, and we're just going to point it down a little bit. And bring it in. There. Then you can add a little curve right here for some detail. So let's keep going. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to just, whatever space I have right here, like I said, just going to use the side of her body, and we're going to draw another one of this shape. And we're going to slightly get smaller as we go. But then once again, just come in here, use her body, and one more. Just make sure you're still going down straight. And so then now we can get smaller right here. And once again, towards the center. And keep going. We're going to go all the way down for this beautiful long braid. Just bring it to a point. And we're gonna get smaller. And see about right there, let's just tie it off with a strand, long, beautiful strand of hair. There. Aw, is that beautiful, right? Hopefully. And then for some details, just like this top part, you can come in here towards the center. Just draw in these curves just to give your hair some texture. Make it look like it's kind of being braided in. There. And then let's see, what else are we missing? We could add on the original drawing, there's like these a belt of beautiful seashells. So come right here, maybe draw a sea star. It's all up to you how you want to decorate it. Maybe another shell here. But we're going to connect all of this. So I'll come right here. And just connect it there, make it simple. Add some lines there, and maybe here, I don't know, some sparkles coming out. Okay, something like that. So hopefully you like how that looks. You can give her a little belly button if you like. And let's see, are we missing anything? We need to, we could give her a little heart necklace, since it's kind of bare right here. And that is pretty much it. You can even add some seashells here and there, some decorations. The original is really complicated, so I'm just trying to draw in the necessary details, but here and there. There. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And that is pretty much it for my drawing here of this LOL Merbaby inspired fashion girl's sister. Older version of Merbaby, basically. I really hope you love how it turned out, and I helped you draw her fun and easy today. And if I did, please make sure to give me a like and subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw Secret videos. See you later.